Once again, it's Preds fan 89 here. Um, and once again, I apologize for my voice. It's still out for some reason. My allergies that I didn't know I had are kicking up. Not to mention going to the last couple Preds games didn't help too much either. So I'm a little worried if I end up going tonight to the first home playoff game. I'm really not going to have a voice because I'll be yelling and hooting and hollering and all that. Even way more, so we'll see. But I just wanted to come on and make a quick video about the Preds play over the last couple weeks or the last week or so of the regular season, and just kind of give my thoughts on how I think this series with Detroit's going to end up and our keys to winning. If you kind of watch some of my videos over the past couple months, I wasn't necessarily too thrilled with the way the Preds been playing. I feel like we'd kind of win some games, but our defense was just not playing up to what I feel like it should have been. And even the past few games, I feel like we kind of gave up a couple goals that we probably could have avoided, but, a win's a win, so I guess I can't be too disappointed. Excuse me. But, the last 3 or 4 games, I feel like we picked it up, and it was nice to see the last game of the regular season against Colorado. A lot of our main guys, or not, I shouldn't say main guys, but guys that get a lot of playing time. Trotzy was giving them a little more of a rest, so they'd be ready to go and feeling 100% when the playoffs come around. And it was nice to see a lot of guys step up. I mean, 6-1 is a good victory, and I feel like a lot of guys put in a good word for themselves as far as, hey, I want to be here, I want to play. Oh, excuse me, just woke up, so I'm still waking up. But I feel like we really did pull together the last 3 or 4 games and played real solid, and that's always good to. It's always good to see going into the playoffs. You don't want to go into the playoffs and then start playing hot. You want to be on the ground, hitting the ground running beforehand. So the playoffs, you just keep doing what you're doing. As far as playing Detroit, I don't know. I think I may have wanted to. I would rather have played the Hawks first round, but if I have no doubt that we can do it. We play them very well, and it would be nice to just get the Red Wings out of the picture, like the first round. I think we're 0-2 against them in the playoffs, but I don't think we've ever played them in the playoffs when we've had this much depth, this much experience, and I think this is. No, excuse me, sorry. I think this season, or this playoff series, I think is our series, Third time's the charm. I'll just kind of go over real quick about, speaking of the size and depth, with acquisitions like Hal Gill, he's going to help a lot on the power play, or the penalty kill for us against the Detroit power play. They have a lot of good, dangerous people on the power play. Anytime Datsuk has the puck on his stick, something magical can happen. But I feel like he's done really well. He blocks a lot of shots. He's got a long stick, so he, can get to pucks a little quicker than a lot of people can. Also, Andre Kostitsyn we picked up. Hasn't been as prolific as I'm sure like Trotz wants, but he's definitely been very solid. I don't think anyone's disappointed in his play. One of his areas that I feel like kind of maybe goes under the radar is his hitting. I mean, he's a big body. He obviously likes to hit from what I can see. I mean, he's, he can wear down opposing teams' defenses with his forechecking. Sorry, I'm just going to have to plow through this video. Another person who's a big body who I really have liked so far, hasn't scored yet, but, I don't think we picked him up as a big scorer, but this is Paul Gostad. Big body, wins a buttload of face-offs, can block shots. He takes the body when he can. Um, I think he's got a few assists, but mainly he's just a big body. He's going to wear down opposing teams. And I feel like that's maybe what we're missing a lot is, we have Tutu, and, he's a good hitter, but we just didn't have a lot more size. Obviously, Alexander Radulov coming in, he brings us an element of our game that I don't think we had before, and that's just real puck handling skills and just like a sniper. The last few games of the regular season, he seemed to just be everywhere, and that's good. I really feel like he's probably, as adjusted to the NHL as he's gonna be. He played in the KHL a little faster, or a little bit bigger of ice. The NHL is a little smaller, so a little bit faster of a game. But I feel like he's had time to adjust, and he's showing that. Um, and one of the surprises I'd like to say, or not as a surprise, I feel like everyone knew he was going to be good, but who I'm very impressed with night in and night out, Gabriel Bork. Dude gives 150% every time he's on the ice. Every time I see him hop on the ice for a shift, he gets a few hits, gets either, a shot on goal, always forechecks hard, always pesky. Um, and he's been rewarded. He's gotten a few goals. I think he's got like 7 or 8 goals, I think. But like he hasn't really gotten as much playing time as a lot of people. So I mean, his numbers might not jump out at you, but you know he's playing really solid. And sometimes numbers can be a little overrated as far as like how a person's playing. Um, Another little tidbit I did hear. I'm not sure if I can't confirm this or not. My dad just said that this is what he heard, but Hal Gill is not going to be playing tonight due to a lower body injury he suffered during the Avs game. I don't know. I think that's going to be a bigger blow than a lot of people think. Just as far as on our power, like our penalty kill. But I feel like we got a lot of depth on our blue line. Yossi is awesome. Ellis is awesome. I think we got Klein, who's a big body. A lot of people give Klein a lot of hard time. Yeah, his plus minus isn't really good at all, but he comes up big a lot for us, and you know you can't blame him for some of the losses we've taken, and some bad stuff that happens. But yeah, Gill's apparently out. Hopefully he can get back soon. I mean, I feel like we'll really need him, and he's a big part of the team now. Some more keys to winning. A lot of people want to talk about Detroit's big line, with Franzen, Zetterberg, Datsik, Lidstrom. But I think one thing that gets overlooked was same with our team is they got a lot of people that can contribute, and you have to watch all 4 of their lines. Yeah, you can watch their first line, but what are you going to do about Yuri Hoodler, Justin Abdelkader, Valtteri Filppula? I mean, those guys can light you up as well. And I think for the Preds, it's going to be at home anyway. It's going to be, the key is going to be buckling down. You got to play tough for 60 minutes. That thing that kind of reminds me of it is the game when Datsik scored, I think with 5 seconds left or something. We just kind of gave up, and they made you pay. You can't be like, oh, we got 30 seconds left. We got them pinned to the wall. It's done. No, you got to play them till the end of the whistle because they will make you pay. And that would be tough to lose a game like that or to lose the series, with a game like that. If we're gonna lose, I want us to go out, and I want Detroit to be so tired that they don't even make it past the second round. I want them to be so worn out from just us playing them hard, and that's how I want to go out. But like I said, you got to play all 4 of their lines for 60 minutes. Another thing is getting pucks to the net. Jimmy Howard's a good tender, but we got to just get pucks to the net. He will give up rebounds. And, we're a team that's shown with, the likes of Patrick Hornquist, um, that you get pucks to the net and he'll put them in. You know, he's like a dog on raw meat, finding rebounds and putting them in the net. Another thing that Patrick Hornquist has that I think is a little underrated is he's got a good shot. He doesn't really shoot all that much for some reason. He's more of a, stand in front of the net and get deflections or, get rebounds, but he can shoot. And, another key to the game, I think, and just like last year's playoff series, I think we're going to need contributions from people that you might not really think. Last year I remember, Joel Ward just exploding, and he just had a great postseason. Jordan Tutu as well. Jordan Tutu has had a decent season, but I feel like he's fallen off a little bit the last month or two. But, I still feel like he's a part of the team, and he's can be really good and really effective. But we need people, and one of my favorite players on the Predators team, two of my favorite players, I feel like we need to get good contributions out of and seem to play pretty well. Matt Halishuk and Colin Wilson. We need people like them that maybe don't get as much playing time. And you don't see put up a bunch of numbers. But we need them to come and, produce. Because I feel like that's one thing we have on a lot of teams is you got to watch all four of our lines. You might key in our top line, but all four of our lines can really put points on the board and can move the puck around well in our NHL-ready lines. So, regardless, this video is getting kind of long, and I don't want anyone to suffer through my voice for too long. But it's guaranteed to be a great first game. It's gonna be hopping in Smashville. I know if I'm there, I know I'll be cheering. I'll be all decked out. But regardless, it'll be a great series. Hard fought. It should be loud. And these teams don't like each other. Trust me. Red Wings is my first most disliked team, and I think most Preds fans would agree with me. So, there's not a lot of love between these teams. So look for a lot of very physical game, and should be very interesting. Once again, Spread Fan 89, and good luck to all your teams that made it into the big dance. To all you other people whose teams didn't, better luck next year. And yeah, peace out.